Hello everyone, I'm Alistair and welcome back to our Emberpelts Timberborn. In the last episode we expanded our water storage. We were fighting the bad water. This lake is now safe from the bad water. Yes, we need to clear it out. As you can see, it's still very contaminated, but it will be nice and fresh water. And now we are working on our access to the mine. So this will be our main focus today, and we may even build a few platforms on the side to help pump out the water, or maybe inside. Yeah, we can fit inside the pump. So before we build a mine, we first will go build the, of course, wall around, and then we will pump out all that water, as that will be much quicker than let it evaporate. And I think I will not be that patient to wait for it to evaporate. Anyways, they need to build this first, as that will take some time. We have 36 beavers currently. We even have some extra builders, that's nice. We have extra trees here. Just checking what we are going to improve. Food. Oh yeah, food is doing great. We are running mostly on just that corn. Yeah, well, that's like 90% corn. And that's great as it is. Really efficient. And we can go and pump some bad water. Yeah, let's start collecting that. I don't remember for what I wanted the bad water. Definitely for explosives, I guess. Ah, yeah, we will need explosives even for the bad water discharges. Alright. Makes sense. So we will need a lot of gears later. Ah, we are crafting gears. Okay. So that is going. What we can do next? I will remember what I wanted to do. I probably want. Yeah, I wanted to start making some liquid fuel. And that was the charcoal and bad water. Yes. For the extra power. And we can, since we are not really using this, we have this smelter here. Yeah, I'm not going to, I was pondering in my head just to moving the whole industry somewhere else, but for now we are just going to do, well, whole industry. We have like 2 production buildings here, but we will have more. But for now we can just remove that power plant, and I screw that up now. Because for liquid fuel engine we need metal blocks. But this one is much cheaper. Let's do a small steam engine. It's producing only 250. Oh, that's really small. It's producing only 250 power. Yeah, because others require metal blocks. Yeah, let's start small. Let's do a small steam engine. Okay, we will just need to extend this power shaft here to connect it. So let's do that first. Scrap metal. It seems that we... Oh, we have 240. Yeah, I installed a mod for more of these groups or tabs or whatever they are. So it is more spread out now. So you see we have here our... What is it called now? Build materials. And then we have our materials where we have charcoal and scrap metal. So it will be... easier to find things around, I think. Oh, this will take forever to build. And a lot of logs. I think we will be speeding up through this. So let's go 30 speed. So build that power shaft, please. Do I have anything else? Yes, this is priorities. Okay, let's lower the priority here by 1. As I need them to do other stuff too. Like this. And now, please build that engine. We should have... We don't have any clay. Okay. Let's employ at least 1 beaver there. And pause the brick production. And the drought is here. 40 days. And we will be perfectly fine. And you can keep pumping that bad water. Food is holding. Water, I'm not that sure. I wasn't really... counting how much water we need for our population, so I'm just eyeballing it. But for now we are doing okay. We have 3 pumps running. Let's pause it. I think we should be fine with just 2 pumps. And we have our engine finished. We have a horse, so let's prioritize it. And pause the clay and start making metal blocks, as they take quite a long to craft. Perfect. And we are not burning any excess power, just like that. It's only running when the production building is running. That's perfect. We don't need to even automate it or anything. It's automatic on itself. Oh, and I never connected this small mini watch. Oh, you died. I think from the old age. They should have added a cemetery to the game. Or crematorium. Something like that. And yes, we can build a mine here, but I kinda set up my mind on doing this. Yeah. We can have another side project here for these water sources. Let's go and at least plan the enclosing here. And a few platforms. Yeah, we will need quite a bit of metal blocks. So after we are finished with the mine, we can go and do this lake then. And we will gain another good water source. This is a bit trickier. Yeah, we will do this differently. We will put it together like this. We can do that with platforms here. That will be a big box. Not the beat box, but the big box. And again, we will be building this from top to bottom, so we'll do just bridges above. We'll not go down here. Alright. Now, how we are doing? We have plenty of clay. We don't even need that much. Oh, it's already paused. So we just need scrap metal. This should be set to obtain. Yeah, now we have haulers, so let's prioritize that and deliver the scrap metal here. And I would like a bigger storage for the metal blocks, not for the planks. I almost said for the planks. We can do some platform building here, or let's go and expand it this way. Yeah, this is now usable area. We just need a lot of platforms and we can have more storage here. So we will have a more storage here. I needed to sneeze so much. Hopefully I will not forget to get it out from the video. Okay, we will need more storage. Yeah, I wanted more metal blocks. We can redo this storage completely here because we have clay. Yeah, we can remove these small storages from what I meant. I had it clear in my head, but taking it out to my mouth and telling you what I'm going to do is sometimes hard. Unbelievably hard. I don't know why. I was always like that. I really struggle with explaining things sometimes. Okay, so we can have something like this. That can be clay and bricks. Clay... clay is in a pile. Yeah, okay, so this is not it. Okay, bricks. Bricks! Bricks here. What else we can store in this? Not much, really, from the industry. Okay. So we will need piles. And industrial piles, yeah, they are 3 by 3. So we will need to do it differently, yeah. We need more piles. So this can be clay. This can be metal blocks. This can be planks, not charcoal. And one more for scrap metal. It's a little bit further away from our industry, but not that much. And we can build more platforms on this side, like on the lake. And move all the buildings there. Let's go and prioritize all of this, please. That's a lot of planks, but we have enough, I guess. These blank small piles here we can remove, because we have better plank production up here. Let's turn on the second one. Do we still have enough power? Yes, we do. At least for now. This one is not working as it is full. Okay, fair enough. No, not even smelter is working because it is full. Our haulers are moving the scrap metal, that's perfect. And builders, I think builders are already, yeah, they are working on those platforms. Okay. We will not be using these small ones. Small storages, they can empty them all. And let's speed it up. So we won't wait forever. Water? Oh, we are down to 1500. Okay, so I guess we need a third pump. Now we need 3 pumps for almost 40 beavers. Okay, the more bad water from here evaporates, the better, as it will be replaced with clean water. When this is off, do I have it set up wrong? Let me compare with these here. When it is off, it's unlimited. When it is on, it should be at 0, yeah. Maybe I was just missing those few. No, the setting is just wrong. Okay, let's copy it everywhere on these. Because I don't want to be constraining that water flow. It should be on unlimited when off. Or when on. Now I am confused. Okay, let's check it out. But I copied the one that we are using, so... Target height is 0. When it is on. Oh, right, okay. I have it set up when I turn on the lever, it is closed. Yeah, okay. And when it is off, it's unlimited. Alright. Makes sense now. Oh yeah, we have the new storages. Perfect. Let's remove even these gears from here. Scrap metal, remove that. Metal blocks, remove that. This scrap metal will be set to obtain. Gears, empty. I don't want these small storages here anymore. We are going to rebuild that. Charcoal and bricks, remove those too. And here, this end road, we can remove that one and build stairs there instead. Like that. Okie dokie. So we have clay, charcoal, scrap metal, metal blocks. Let's go and collect more clay. Remove these small storages. I'm going to rebuild the kiln. Let's do it up here. They will have a shorter access to the clay and brick storage. Well, I didn't build the brick storage yet, but we can do it up here. Let's cover these with platforms. And what we can do is to add some storages up here. So this will be for the bricks. It will not be ideal, but it will be quite good storage area. So that will be for bricks. And we will need a lot of gears, so I will have another gear storage here. And replace this lumber mill with another gear workshop. We could have done the big one. Okay, it takes 2 beavers. And they take more power. More power, 2 beavers. Half the time to make the gears. Let's go with single one for now. We will do a big one later. Okay, we have a kiln. Let's keep making bricks. And do we need charcoal? We need charcoal for our smelter. Do I have a storage for charcoal? I already forgot if I put it down. Yes, we do. So we need another kiln. So I shouldn't have deleted that one, but it's already been done. Let's build another one, and that will be for charcoal. Okay, all of those new buildings and storage was prioritized. We have full storage of gears, that's 200, but I'm building a new one because we need more. As when we will want to close the bad water sources, we will need 300 gears for each. We can do it much more cheaper with just overhangs and that way, but let's just do it properly with bad water discharge. It will be more challenging, more expensive. And for each we will need a 200 metal. And explosives, which we are not producing yet. And we are missing 5 workplaces. Yeah, 5 workforce, 5 beavers. Let's add another lodge in this abomination that is growing here, and two more single ones. And I'm going to remove this roof and put there another lodge. So yeah, this is a rapid expansion, as that's 3, 6, 7, 8 more beavers. Let's do it. Oh yeah, the backside dried, but fortunately we have still plenty of corn growing here. It's not even harvested, we have so much. And maybe we can do a mega project, not right now, but later. Like, build on this ground level here, bad water discharge to go get it outside of the map. Yeah, we are at 0. We can tunnel that to one of the directions and get bad water out when the bad tide happens, and then build a massive, like, central water tower that we will go above the water level and even higher than we have our settlement here, and we will be storing water there and then from top releasing down into the lake. That could look nice and interesting, but we will need way more resources and beavers for that project. So that's not going to happen anytime soon. And to make tunnels here for the Emberpelts, it's even more expensive. We need 2 logs, 4 planks, 1 explosive, and 1 extract. So it is more expensive than the vanilla, because vanilla needs only planks, explosives, and extract. Yeah, so that's extra 2 logs if I'm not mistaken. And we have a levee tunnel. Tunnels through terrain, replacing it with another building. Use the layer tool to see under the terrain on structures. Interesting. Okay. I don't know when I would use that, but we can. Yeah, only 5 days in the drought. And hopefully next season this will be much greener. It evaporated so much because we had restricted those water sources there. So now they are on unlimited. They should release the proper amount of water out. I hope these are set up correctly too. Yes, these are on unlimited. So I had that wrong setting there. Okay. Okie dokie. Food is holding. Water is kinda lower. Let's add another 2 pumps. Yeah, we are losing water from our storages slowly. So we are definitely not pumping enough, but we grown our population. Look at that, we are at 46 beavers right now. So that's the culprit. Why? And we have 2 injured. Do we have even medical beds? No! I'm a dum-dum. Yeah, let's do it in these gaps that we have here. We have no use for them anyways. Maybe a few decorations. Yeah, let's build those medical beds and decorations. And the drought is over. And fill this crater with a lovely fresh blue water. Sweet, sweet water. And we have extra 2 pumps. That will make sure we have enough water. And let's do another water tank here. It's not the ideal spot for it, but it's better than nothing. And we lost a lot of trees, but It happens. Yeah. We will build some irrigation later. Or maybe we can do like a one channel here with the levees. Or we can unlock the better levees. They cost a lot of planks, but from what I remember they are much more efficient. So we can do this, and they look nice. And they are just 1 blocks, so it is, I guess, quicker to build. Not here, we need to go 1 lower. Let me show what I mean. Let's unlock on all of them, we have enough science. Okay. So we will do this. And now on top. Okay, we will do this. And then add a fluid up here, and we will be filling it up constantly. To make sure we will not lose at least our oaks, as they are the most valuable trees that we have. We just need few platforms here so they can get there. Yeah, like this. Okie dokie. And how's this construction going? Slow but steady. Yeah, let's do another bridge from this side. It will go faster that way. Let's do a bridge. And here another bridge. Yeah, so let's prioritize the scaffolding. Oh, they can't reach there. Okay. You know what? Let's redo this. It will be more expensive, but it will quicken the building significantly. So let's do 1 platform here. And we are out of logs, out of planks. Yeah, let's pause the plank production and gear production. And instead, yeah, we need to focus on getting back our trees. So the construction will stop for a while. We will need another forest. We have 3 unemployed. I think we can do another forester here, where the birches are. The land is a bit contaminated, but still, we can plant some trees. If we had explosives, we could have blasted this and let more water out, or what do we need for contamination barrier? Metal block and planks. Let's see if building it here, if it helps. I'm curious. Let's do that. I don't see any change doing it like this. And we are out of planks, okay. Anyways, we will deal with that bad water, well, the contamination. And we should be able to plant trees like this. Okay, and go and chop down the rest of these birch trees here. Yeah, we don't have any mature trees, so we will need to wait a couple of weeks. And look at this! It's getting a blue tint! Finally, it will look like a proper lake. Oh, we used all the ruins, at least that there were up here. We will need stairs to get down. No. Okay. Not a big problem. But we are currently out of planks, so we will not do that. And yeah, I was using a lot of logs for making charcoal too. Yeah, but we should have plenty for our needs now. You have plenty of bricks, we can pause that. Clay the same. Gears, pause. Let's have more haulers. And we have 7 unemployed beavers. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for more trees to grow up. And after we are past like 100 logs, we will turn on the plank production again. Because right now everything is kinda halted without the plank production. We even have 2 bad water pumps built. We can pause them. We have plenty of unemployed now. Let's employ all the farmers. And the bad tide is incoming, so I must not forget to turn off our water sources. Otherwise the lakes will get contaminated again. This will probably not even get fully filled up, as we have only less than 3 days to go. Okay, trees are growing. Let's turn at least one lumber mill now, as we need those planks. Alright, 0.3, 2, 1, 0, turn off. And 15-day bad tide. Yeah, I was... Oh, it is filled up. Okay. So soon it would have started going over these floodgates. And that's fine. It's really filled up. Okay. And plank production is back on track. We have a new forester build. Let's plant more pine trees here. Since we have planks, let's try blocking this. Or maybe, can we block it on top? I don't think so. We can try that. It's kinda expensive. Let's do it down here. I think that's what we need to do. Let's do it down here. On the same level as we want to plant the trees. Alright, it's working. Maybe it would work if we instead done it here. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. Let's see, because I don't know how it exactly works when there is so much height different. Yeah, don't build the rest. I want to see if that what we build up here, it will work. Yeah, let's do these. I'm curious now. As this is full of bad water, that's the issue. So I'm wondering if building it up here will stop the contamination down here. It seems that it is not stopping contamination at all, so this is all waste. Look at that. Because of all that bad water. So that was just waste. What we can do is to cover this with levees, or even better to enclose these two bad water sources more, somewhere in the middle, so the bad water is not touching the walls here. Anyways, at least we will plant a few more trees. Let's do the barriers down here, a few more. For unemployed, water is okay. Planks are climbing up. Alright, this is going well. So we will be spending most of the logs still here. And then after it's done, as I said, we will build a pump or maybe two, and we will be getting out all that water from there. Now we just need to wait. And the bad tide is over. Let's turn on our water sources again. A little bit of contamination will be released, but that's to be expected at this stage of our technology. We will improve, but we need more time and more trees. Okay, it seems that we have enough logs now. Good. Let's add another builder's hut. We can use more builders, that's for sure, especially when we have 6 unemployed. Yeah, I could have built them a closer storage with the logs, but it's a bit too late for it now. As you can see, this is almost finished. So yeah, they will do it like this. And how deep it is. So that's 3, 6, 7 blocks. And one pump can reach 4 meters, well, 7 meters, so 4 meters in. So this is only 7 meters, that looks like more like 10, 15 to me, but whatever, one block is 1 meter. So we will need at least 2 levels of these pumps. But first we will pump what is on top, then we will remove the pumps, build them over, and do it again. Or maybe even for those few last blocks, we will just let it to evaporate. Come on, one last layer, and we can start pumping that water out. This is filled up completely. We could have increased that, but only if we build one more layer around it, but I think that's an overkill. And I'm going to leave this scaffolding here. We will need to get down there and start collecting those ruins, but I will do that with the tube way. That will be the best. Otherwise it is really far away to go, and I want to leave the scaffolding because I plan on building on the lake. Maybe I mentioned that last episode, I don't remember exactly, but I want to build each district in each lake, probably not in that bad water district, but here we have this one already started. We will move it onto a lake. Here we will have another one. We will flatten this area a little bit more so we can have more farmland. We will do this district. We will move it on a lake eventually. Here we will have another one, and here with the bad water, the same. We can fill it up from other water sources. There's plenty of water on this map. But here I really want to do that tower to go up. That water tower I mentioned. We are doing okay with water and everything. Planks are down. Let's open the second lumber mill. How's the metal? Okay, we have all the metal blocks, and another bad tide is approaching. Never mind, it's fine. We'll just close the water sources, and look at this. This is done. Now, let's remove the scaffolding, as I don't think we will need it. Remove this, this, and this. These stairs, can we replace them with the spiral stairs? Yes, we can. The spiral stairs here doesn't even need treated planks. Perfect. So let's do that. And here let's add a few more platforms. And we are going to fit here 2 pumps. We will do 1, 2. They will be prioritized by the haulers. And we will clear this out of the water. Now let's prioritize it and make it so. And I have my lovely cat somewhere around me. Now we have almost full storage with planks. Okay, we can pause the second one. And close the water sources. Good. The stairs here were built, so we can start collecting the scrap metal again. Okay, they will be able to reach all of the ruins now. Good. This is pumping. And the water is already lower than the rest. Yeah, you see how we are depleting that water? Okay, this will go much faster. Then we will drop it down a little bit lower and build one last pump to get the rest of the water out. Yeah, and those two that are collecting scrap metal from here will be complaining because they don't like to get wet, but you have no choice here. And from this mine, we can start constructing a district center. Well, or a new district there. And we really used a lot of planks. What we are building with planks that we used so much? Did I yeah, I forgot about this. Of course. Okay. Yeah. So I turned promptly back on this large lumber mill. Okay, and here, what I have in mind, we'll probably go with the overhangs. So, we will do this, and these 6x1 overhangs, but I'm going to wait until we have enough metal. Well, at least the unlimited production. Mine is here. What do we need for mine? Planks, bricks, gears, logs. Okay. We can already start building it. Yeah. We don't need to wait until all the water is gone. We can start constructing it now. These pumps will be soon useless, Let's turn back on one of these ones, so we don't lose water. And what's the problem here? I can't click on it. Too far away from a district. Okay. Will this help? Yes, it helped. Okay, finish that. We will have a fluid dump here. And that should stop these trees from drying out if there is a very long drought. Alright, these pumps can't pump anymore. Now, we need to get lower. We just need really only one pump. So, remove all of these. But we need a path down there. Okay. Let me figure this out. One pump here. Yeah, this will be a bit expensive, but whatever. It will be faster to get that water from there at least. So I guess it's worth it to do. And here we will change that stairs again. Okay. Bit more expensive. Maybe I should have done it with the tube way. Whatever. Let's do it this way. Then build a mine. And we will do a tube way down there. And we have 48 beavers. And we will be extending this area too. So, before starting on a new district here, we will go and extend our main one. I want that water tower here in the middle. But I think we can extend to like 6 blocks from here. Let me show you. Those levees will stay there. I'm not going to change that. Let's just add platforms like this. And we will extend the area where we can build. Okay, connect and connect. And just pump the rest of the water from here. Alright, this is finished, so this should keep our lovely trees, especially the oaks, irrigated for the whole time. Food is still doing good. We have 1600 raw corn stored, and we even have 2 grills. Let's keep them both running. Water dropped down to 1800. It's still fine, but let's turn on the last pump that we have. And you keep working. Before the bad tide ends, this may be drained. Now we just need a lot of resources. So we should start making bricks, gears and bricks again. But we are kinda already missing 4 beavers. Well, 4 workers. It's fine. We have these builders' huts that we can, you know, take workers from when needed. Oh, the water level here dropped significantly again. At least they will not be complaining for at least 4 days that they are getting wet while, you know, gathering those ruins. Oh, we have plenty of bricks. Let's pause that production. We are missing 8 beavers, and that's the builders, right? Yeah. Should we increase the population? Why not? Let's build another lodge. That's 3 more beavers, but we should be more careful, especially with the food. But the water is doing great. This pump is helping a lot. Mine is almost finished. 60% done. And we have only 1 day to go. Okay, so this will not be drained before the end of the bad tide. But still, it's really good. And look at this, how water level dropped. But we still have managed to have a lot of water here. And bad tide ended, so turn on the water sources again. Even logs, we have plenty of logs. How would I want to do this water tower that I mentioned? First, we will need to tunnel a lot. But we don't have an access to explosives nor the extract, so we should get an access to that first. We have access to bad water. So, centrifuge is unlocked already. Where we should build it? We should extend this industrial area on a lake, so we can put here more. Yeah, we are going to build overhangs here, and I'm going to prioritize these ones, as we need more work area. Because we need to build a centrifuge. And we need to build an explosives factory. We can stockpile both of these resources, and then we can plan what we will do there. I mean the underwater that tunneling and the water tower. So this will be storage for the extract. And centrifuge is making just that. Okay, so we are not switching any recipes there. Yeah, okay. And to connect this to a power grid, we can extend these platforms and do another engine probably, as these will need a lot of power, I think. Yeah, 200 power for centrifuge and another 150 for the explosives factory. So we definitely need more real estate here. And power, we will do the steam engine, the charcoal one, and that's generating 500 beaver power. That's a big boy here. And build it like this. Everything will be connected. Let's turn it around. Let's build it this way. And we can squeeze here another tank for the bad water. And set it to obtain. Okie dokie, that will be our industry extension. And here maybe we can add another one for bad water. This one will be set to supply. And yes, we will need more beavers. We have 7 children, so we currently have 50 beavers together with our children. So yeah, the population is growing. And this is completely pumped out. Nice. Okay, let's remove all these platforms. And here instead we will build the tubeway. Oh, we need a small tubeway station. Like this. No, let's have a... Yeah, let's do it this way. So we will have a road here. And the tubeway. Do I need vertical? Oh, that's with the levee. Oh, interesting. So we could have incorporated into the levee wall. Alright, I will keep that in mind for later builds. It seems that we don't have a vertical tubeway, so I guess this one can be built on top of each other. Perfect. So we will go like this. Each costs metal. And where we will be going? We can do first station here. And then we will get the tubeway closer to our main district somehow. But at least this will shorten the route a little bit. It's not ideal, but it is what we can do right now. And we have these neat tubeway bridges. They're quite expensive, but they're really convenient. As you can see, we can build these bridges like this. These bridges like this. Let's remove this road here for right now. Okay. And we need another bridge here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from here, I think. Yeah, but we are one lower. So go one up. Yeah, that will be connected. And right next to it, we can do another one. All right, we are not right there. Let's do this one only. Oh, it's interesting. Okay, so you can build it like this. Let me show you again. It's together, but you can demolish the blocks of the tubeway from the bridge. Interesting. So it is not like one big piece, but it is like one piece with connected tubeways on it. Interesting. I wonder if there is a empty tubeway bridge, but I don't think so. No. Okay, anyways. Let's unlock this one, as we need to go one shorter, so we can do this here. And here we will do 3. Yes, this one. Then copy, copy, connect. Yeah, like this. That will be expensive connection, but it needs to be done. And it doesn't matter really, because we will get an unlimited access to the metal this way. Alrighty then. But first, let's focus on this industry, I guess. So down here, what I want to do is... Where are we? Here. The shortest path outside of the map, I think, is down here. Close to that bad water sources. So we can do... We will tunnel like this. Go all the way down. This will take a long time to build, but that's fine. We've done it before, we will do it again. They will be complaining a lot because they don't like water. But we will do this. Then we can cover the whole area here, the bottom. Maybe. Yeah, we will cover this whole area and cover it just like we have now. Like, I want to do the bottom layer will be just for the bad water to get it out and separate it to a higher level where we will have our water tower. I don't know exactly how we are going to do it, or maybe I will just connect all these valves together and send it to that tunnel. And then have a sideways opening or something like a filter for water. I will figure it out later, that's still quite far away from us. How's the tubeway station? They are not working on that yet. Makes sense because I prioritized all of this. How we are doing with food and water? We are okay. After this is finished, we will move our pumps more forward, I think, again. And build here more overhangs and more water storage. Our new industry extension is looking sharp. I like it. And we are going into a drought in 3 days. So that was a nice long 17-day temperate season. Love it. Okay, they've done all the platforms and the drought is here. We don't need to do anything. That's 45 days. The water level here is going definitely to drop down enough to starve our trees again. But thanks to this irrigation ditch, it shouldn't be a problem now. As long as we have enough water. What do we need for the large tanks? 80 planks each. Quite expensive. But we are producing everything to make them, and they are way more space efficient. They can hold 1200 water in just a slightly bigger footprint than our medium tanks. So I'm definitely going to build at least one for now. Let's keep the this side here for the road. And let's build one large water storage here. Those builders' huts can stay where they are. And we should have, yes, we will have room here for the pumps. We'll be moving the pumps a few times, I think. later, but this will do for now. They are not that expensive to be, you know, destroying and rebuilding them. Let's prioritize this. I want more water capacity. We are completely out of planks. As long as we have enough logs, it's not a problem. The problem is, or starts, when we run out of logs, which should not happen. I'm going to pause the gear production right now, as we are using all the planks. And mine is already built. What's over the workers to 4? I know it's not open yet. 4 workers. Yeah, that will be good. Yeah, we are missing planks for our stations. That's okay. We will produce more. It just needs time. We are building a lot of overhangs. They ate all the planks. Because each overhang, these big ones, takes 36 planks. That's a lot. And now we are going to invest into large water tanks. So that will eat even more planks. And our water storage was expanded. 3,500 water we can hold now. Oh yeah. So that means... let's add another lodge here on this abomination of a housing complex. But I kinda like it. Especially this path through it that we built. Yeah, that looks cool. It's nice. 10 beavers have a wet fur. Ah, yeah, they're... oh yeah, they are working on the tunnels, even if they don't have explosives or extract. They are delivering the planks. Fair enough. But let's focus on this, and then on this tubeway. That would be most beneficial. Especially after we used a lot of metal blocks, and these ruins are disappearing rather quickly. So I rather have that mine running. We can always build a stairs down there, but this will be much better to operate it. And they need bricks to work. Okay, so we will have a small warehouse down here for the bricks. Or maybe 2 warehouses. And they will be set up to obtain. So the workers from the mine don't need to travel too far away. And for them to deliver the scrap metal, we will build a new storage for scrap metal right here next to a tubeway station. And this one will be set up to supply. And we are missing 12 beavers apparently. We need more children. Let's prioritize that lodge, so they build it next day. And soon, after we are quite stabilized, producing enough of the everything that we need currently, we can start working on some well-being stuff. But yeah, at least a little bit to increase to at least 20-25 well-being. And then we can work on this water source down here. We will need a lot of metal for that. And logs, of course. Yeah, water dropped. You can see that these trees are drying out now. Which is unfortunate. We will fix it later, or maybe we'll be growing food and trees elsewhere. I don't know yet. This is drying out too. We will need an access to dirt excavator and do some terraforming, at least slight terraforming to make this more usable. Or maybe like this hill here in the middle, using explosives to blast it all off and use that land for growing food. That's not that bad idea. We don't even need to do much. Let's unlock those explosives. Like, we need to blast this by 1 block. And here, this up here needs to go by 2. And we will gain so much more land for the trees. And soon we will be producing enough extract to do it. And explosives, of course. So we can do even a little bit of terraforming without the terrain blocks. Okay. So as soon as we have explosives... oh, we are already making explosives. Nice. We just don't have any storage for it, so let's do a small warehouse. Small warehouse for the explosives. Build this medium tank for the bad water. And we are already producing extract. Lovely. And we will need more bad water. Unfortunately, we are kinda out of the beavers. Yeah, we are missing 8. So that's all of our builders. Which isn't that bad. And the tubeway, I see, it's almost finished. So soon we will have that mine running. And that will be just in time as we are finishing these ruins here. And I think we are running way too many pumps right now. Let's lower that to just 4 pumps. And I see food going down slightly, but maybe they just ate a lot in the last night. Let's have here the road. And we will need more storage for the cooked food. Well, for the grilled corn. Because we are not really eating anything else. A few radishes and a few tomatoes that we grow. But nothing else. Ah, they are already using the explosives here. Nice. And we will do the... Well, here is the geothermal engine, so we can't really flatten this whole area. But at least we will go for now all the way here to this gear workshop. So that will expand our land considerably. Yeah, this will be a lot of more trees. We will plant all the oaks here and maybe do even some irrigation. Oh, 54 beavers. Most of our corn dried out, but thanks to our irrigation technology, we are safe. We can try deepening this by at least 1 explosive, and maybe that way we will be able to spread the irrigation a little bit further. I don't know exactly, but we can try that. Why not? But they will not be able to reach everywhere, unfortunately, but that's fine. Let's prioritize this. I want to see if we can spread the irrigation a little bit further. Because I know the ideal one is 3x3, but it's a long time since I tested that. Okay, let's detonate at least these few. And fill it up with water now. I think it went a little bit further. I had it on such a high speed, I didn't notice much. That's my bad. And only half a day until the drought is over. And yeah, this is working well, look at that. All the oaks were saved. We lost mostly just... Well, we lost only the pine trees, and they are not that hard to grow, so... We didn't lost that much value. This is much worse, yeah, big forest. We lost a lot of it. Yet the water dropped a lot, look at that. And that we are it's not helping that we are pumping out water constantly. We are draining that reservoir much more. And the mine is working. Okay, let's keep it on 2 beavers right now, as we are already struggling with the workforce quite a bit. The ruins will... Or you know what? Let's pause the mine for now. We will clear the ruins first, and then we will send those 2 beavers into our mine. And we need to make a little bit more charcoal, as we are using it for the generator. And it seems that 4 pumps are not enough anymore. So we need like a 1 pump for 10 beavers, I guess. Yeah, they are drinking a lot. They are thirsty beavers. They just don't want to bathe in that water, but they will drink it all day long. Do we have an access to coffee now, I wonder? I don't think so. Emberpelts don't drink coffee. Okay, so they are just water boys. But they drink juices, I know that. We'll be juicing a lot of stuff. Because we can do this press, and you can see we have a canola oil. They will not be drinking that. Apple juice. That's tomato juice. This is beet and radish juice. Corn juice and bell pepper juice even. I don't know if I would want to try that, but well, they're beavers, they like it, and we are again going into a bad tide. But look at this lake. How awesome it is. We have so much water there. And it is all clean, no bad water left. It's so nice. And we can increase the water level here too, if we build a few more floodgates here. There is so many things that we can do, and we will do, but later, not right now. And next project will be, yeah, I would really like to do that water source here. We tunneled some of it already. Yeah, but we need to do way more. And this will be a bit trickier, as I don't really want to drain our lake that is giving us, you know, all the water. So we will need to be careful. And now let's close all the water sources, because what it can happen, we will finish this tunneling and all the water will just go out of the map. So yeah, we don't want to do that, because we will lose a lot of water. So I'm not exactly sure how we will be tunneling it. Maybe we will go all the way to the end, tunnel that, and then quickly build a valve here. I will figure it out later. And this will need to be rebuilt. So how high are the water sources? So we need to cover this area, but I think let's try what we can do here. The simplest thing, we will keep these floodgates. They will be set up to like being the for the bad water. So we don't need to cover this whole area. We can do like these pipes. Let me show you what I have in mind. It will be much easier to show you than to explain. We don't need to build this very wide. It will be under pressure and it will be throwing it out of the map, that bad water. So we will do it just like this. Build platforms here that I'm not going to block right now because we still need an access to it. But we can do this, and then we will cover it either with the impermeable floor or the levees. It doesn't matter which one. And then we can like build more valves in these back sides of each of these one, or in front, it doesn't matter. We'll build more valves. And these bottom ones will open when there is a bad water inside, and the top ones will open only when there is just clear water. Something like that. We can cover the whole area, but I think this will be not that I think this will be cheaper and faster to build. And then that water tower, I'm not exactly sure how we will go and do it, but for now we can at least build this. And we will need to automate that water source. So we will need contamination sensor inside. You know what? Let's pause with all this construction that I just put down. No, don't do it. I just need to be careful to not delete anything that I don't want to delete now. Yeah, I almost deleted the valve. That would be terrible. Especially when we are in a bad tide now. So I may first to rebuild completely the water sources, as they are kinda messy. And we will need multiple valves. Yeah, we are going to rebuild the water sources first. What we can do, come on, close, to make it a little bit bigger. Like, let me show you what I have in mind. Maybe a fill valve here, or I will be using the throttling valves. Where are they? Here. We will use this one. And we will have levee around. We don't need to be that cheap with it. Let's say like water source is here. Let's put something there. It doesn't matter. This is our water source. So we will do this. And. So that's water source. And where is our sensor I'm looking for? Yeah. Contamination sensor. Okay, it's too wide. Alright, so we can do something like this. And when this will detect the contamination is equal or bigger than 1%, it will close this, it will open this throttling valve to unlimited flow. And when there will be no contamination detected, let's do it bigger. It will be easier to manage, I think. We will have another throttling valve back here or on a side or somewhere else that will be sending out only the fresh water. I don't know why the brightness changed when I changed the angle. Interesting. And this one will be enclosed in platforms and impermeable floors or levees on top of it, and that will go just out. So that's the basic thing that we will do. And I think throughout the wet season or droughts, we will just dismantle one of the water source and rebuild it this way. And after that is done, then we will do another one, another one, another one, another one, until we swap all of them. It will be more tedious, it will take some time, but it is the safe way to do it. Because otherwise we may risk that we will not be able to finish it in time before the bad tide hits us. Drought is not an issue, but bad tide is. And look at all of these explosives. Can you reach all the way here? Some of them are too far away from a district. But let's do this road. That should help. So when there are all of the explosives on a place, we can detonate it then. For now, we can do this down here. That will not harm us in any way. And we can plant a few more oaks here. And we will make our pine tree forest smaller. So we have more room for food. And now, let's check our well-being score. Yeah, the food, there is plenty of room for improvement. You can see how many options for food we have, and we will be doing all of them. But now the easiest way that we can improve is campfires, contemplation spot, lanterns, and building braziers, weather vanes, beaver bust, decorative clock. So weather vanes, campfires. We really have only one campfire, unfortunately. As there is not much room for our beaver. Since we are planting mostly the oaks, you know what? Let's remove these 9 trees here. We will build a campfire there. And from the decorations, let's unlock the beaver bust. It's only 5 metal blocks. And now we have an unlimited access to it. So let's build it close to the houses. And a few around the city. So that's beaver bust. Unlock the braziers. They are a bit more expensive, but they are nice. So let's build a few of them too. Anywhere there is an empty spot. Let's add a few more contemplation spots. Or, you know what? Let's do a detailer. We can afford that for sure, and we are making extract. So let's do at least one detailer. And contemplation spot. How we are doing with scratches? Fun, scratcher. Yeah, we can improve that too. Scratcher, scratcher, scratcher. Here, next to a beaver bust. Here in these spots we can do it. Let's do 2 scratchers and a contemplation spot. From the decoration, let's do a decorative clock. Let's do it close to our houses here. And to top it all off with something more extra, let's lower our working hours down to 15. And that should improve the situation significantly. Because they will have more time to spend for fun. On fun. On relaxation. You know what I mean. I just can't talk. So they should be happier anytime soon. And let's prioritize removing those trees. And I'm going to put down here one more campfire. Ta-da! And it is already built. Okay, we have more decorations, campfire over working hours. We will see how the well-being, if it will go up. It should. It is at 19. 20! New well-being high score. Perfect. 20. Can we get more? 21? 22? No? Okay, it's going up and down significantly. Yeah, hunger, wet for injury. They need to travel too far away. And they are such a hungry and thirsty boys. That's the issue. I don't know if having a more storage for food would improve that, but probably not if we build it on the same spot as are the others. As you may know or remember, we have a 150 or 175% increase the food consumption, so that's what is making that issue. Alright, but anyways, we've done a lot of work. I will be ending this episode here. We have a finally working mine, even if we are not using it. We are still getting rid of the ruins here, but after that we'll be using the mine, so we are ready for it. We expanded our forest, we expanded our pumps and the water storage, and we have now 51 beavers living in our colony, and we will go higher. We need hundreds of them in each of the districts. That's the goal. And of course we made this little cute extension to our industry. It looks really nice. Maybe we could use more haulers. It seems that we are using all the bad water that we are pumping. There is a little bit in the medium tank. Anyways, we've done a lot and we have planned a lot more. So this will be all. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe, push that like button, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye bye.